In the days after 9/11, our area was under a microscope after it was discovered that some of the hijackers had lived and trained in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. WPTV News Channel 5's Ryan Hughes talked to a flight instructor and found out he's being recognized for helping the FBI connect the attacks to Osama bin Laden.
Freedom itself was attacked this morning by a faceless coward.
American 11 turned 20 degrees, right?
20 right, American 11.
September 11th, 2001.
The resolve of our great nation is being tested.
A series of coordinated terrorist attacks, hijackers crashing commercial airlines into the north and south towers of the World Trade Center in New York City.
I turned American 20 left and I was going to climb. He will not respond to me now.
Instantly killing and trapping hundreds of innocent people.
We will show the world that we will pass this test.
The impact felt forever around the world, and Florida launched into the spotlight.
For me, it's not an anniversary. I live 9/11 every day.
Rudy Deckers is still paying the price 2 decades later. His 9/11 began that next morning, September 12th, in Naples, Florida.
I still get the goosebumps, when I talk about it.
Rudy owned the flight school Huffman Aviation. The morning after the largest terrorist attack in U.S. history, the FBI was at his business. And that's when he says the pieces started to come together.
I felt I was floating out of my body and I was looking down to my body. It was a shock. It was that moment I realized I trained the terrorists. Unwillingly, of course.
For 6 months, Rudy unknowingly taught Mohammed Atta and Marwan al-Shahi how to fly at his school. He made copies of their passports, their visas, but he says there were no red flags.
So nothing was out of the ordinary.
After all these years, Rudy says he doesn't feel guilt or responsibility.
No, we did our job.
But in the months after Atta and al-Shahi piloted the planes into the towers, Rudy says his new job was to help investigators with anything he knew.
The only thing that I said to myself is you got to be an open book. You got to be telling what you know. You got to help America. You got to give them all the information they need.
Now, 20 years later,
Rudy was very cooperative.
For the first time in a new documentary in Europe with playback images, the FBI says Rudy provided documents and key information, helping lead to the capture of an accomplice, Ramzi bin al-Shibh, and linking him to Osama bin Laden.
All the evidence that links Ramzi bin al-Shibh to Mohammed Atta, Osama bin Laden, to meeting with the hijackers to carry further instructions, all that is laid out in the United States government's proof. Ramzi's name came into the investigation from Rudy Deckers.
After 20 years now, finally, I get recognition of what I did.
But since the attacks, Rudy has faced death threats. He lost his business, his marriage, his reputation. Now he lives in the Dominican Republic after serving time on federal drug charges.
I did have my moments to stop, but that character that I have wants to continue because I believe in life. I believe in every day is a new opportunity.
Ryan Hughes, WPTV, News Channel 5.